Hi, and welcome to this episode of AdTastic. I'm your host, Tony Stanall, and today we're talking to Chris Overlay, founder and CEO of Get Hoptimized, one of the greatest names in marketing history. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, thanks. I love that accolade. I'll take it to the bank, man. Thank you very much.
And I'm guessing that has something to do with the hops that are an ingredient in beer. So tell us a little about that business, but also tell us, you were saying something before about how content is distributed differently these days, more broadly than maybe just for the craft beer business. But first, Get Hoptimized. Was that your brainchild?
Yeah, so I sat around with my friends and family. I was like, we got to come up with a good name for this agency because we want to focus on the niche of craft beer, like craft breweries, craft beer friendly businesses, and optimization is so much part of digital marketing, and it was like Hoptimized eventually came to be, and that's where the name came from. But that's what we do. We're an agency that's focused on helping craft breweries, craft beer businesses grow through digital marketing consulting, ad management, SEO, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And you were saying before this interview that some of the big platforms are no longer sufficient to really get the word out.
Yeah. So, I get a very close look at this by working with craft breweries because they're local businesses, and local businesses everywhere rely on content distribution through social media networks like Facebook and Instagram to push out promotions and to push out information about their businesses. And so many of them, rely on organic performance. And the reality is that your organic posts just don't go anywhere these days. All these platforms are pay to play to get your content out. Like, I think I was just reading an article the other day that said that you really reach only about 5% of your following and audience organically. So you have to pay to play on these platforms. You have to advertise. So what we coach our clients on is amplifying your content. So keep the same content rolling out, but use their systems that Facebook, Instagram, these social media platforms have to promote that content and get it in front of more people. And you'd be amazed at what that does for business growth, for reaching new audiences, and all the like. It all of a sudden turns these channels into a place where you can actually drive business.
I didn't realize that. I noticed sometimes when I post an event or something, Facebook will ask, "Would you like to promote this event?" And I usually ignore that. Should I not be ignoring it, or should I use a specialist like yourself to help me optimize?
Yeah, you could certainly, handle a lot of this stuff yourself, but the trick with it is that, you've got to be making sure you're targeting the right audiences and that you don't let, Facebook, Instagram, Google, whatever, spend your money frivolously. If there's one thing any of these platforms are very, very good at, is taking your money. They're excellent at doing that. So making sure that you structure your campaigns in a way that allows them to not spend your money as frivolously as they might is certainly something, and an expert can help with that, at least get you set up and organized so that you can hit that boost button with some confidence and actually hit show ads to people that are going to come to your business, right?
All right, you've got me sold. Now, give us a quick example. We have a few seconds left, but a case study, something that has really worked well for one of your clients.
Yeah, so a lot of times what we do with accounts when we first start working with them is that we focus a lot of our content applications on straight up reach. We say we want to reach as many unique people as possible. And we put, 10, 20 bucks behind a handful of posts throughout the month. And what that does, we've seen like 6, 7 times, sometimes even more, the amount of reach that you're getting with your posts as opposed if you were doing it organically. And you're talking about a couple $100s a month to reach tens of thousands of new people. And if you're going to sell more stuff, you need to reach more new people. So it doesn't take much money. And we see it all the time. You're talking like 5, 6, 7 times the amount of people you're reaching with just a few dollars. in amplified content.
Well, I learned something today. Thanks a lot, Chris, for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of AdTastic. You can find out more about Chris Overlay and his optimization business at dailyadbrief.com. A link will be posted to this interview. See you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.